So hello, everybody. My name's Kelly Skinner, and I'm so happy that you're here today to practice Vinyasa yoga. So a few things before we begin. If you have any props that you could use to support you in your practice, or pillows from the couch, blankets from the couch, or if you have a yoga block, a bolster, or a blanket, you can have that nearby in case you need or want support in your practice. And then in terms of music, if you like playing music during your practice, you're welcome to play your own. I won't be playing any during the class just for recording purposes, but I did create a playlist if you'd like to follow me on Spotify, and you can listen to it there. So I'm Kelly Skinner on Spotify, and the playlist is called Expansion. And it's made right in alignment with the flow that we'll do today. Okay, so you don't have to have it playing yet. Your music can be on pause as we just take a moment to arrive in a seated posture, and I'll tell you when to play your music. So we'll head to our yoga mats, and then just prop your hips up on something so that your hips are higher than your knees. And today, if it's okay in your knees, we're going to bring the knees in front and sit back on something. So it'll come right between your heels, and you'll sit back and then bring your knees together. Virasana, hero's pose. So if that's really uncomfortable or hurts your knees, you can also sit cross-legged, right? Bringing your legs in front of you, right? Or you could stack ankle in front of ankle. Okay, so find the variation that will work for you today. Again, if it hurts your knees, you could give yourself a little more height, sit taller. And then just rest your hands on your thighs, let your eyes close here. And let's begin by taking inventory, becoming aware of our external environment. So notice sounds in your space. Maybe people talking, kids, pets, sounds from outside your house, cars. Notice the temperature of the space that you're in. Is it cool? Is it warm? Is it hot? Is it cold? And begin to notice what it feels like to be in this shape physically in your body. So still sort of on the external environment. Soften the features of your face, relax your jaw. Soften your shoulders down your back, and you find a little lift through your chest, your collarbones. And relax your legs in your seat. And we begin to move inward now by finding your breath. Begin to notice here the gentle rise and fall of your breath in this moment. Very aware of your mind state, aware of thoughts, aware of your emotional state, your mood, but rather than getting caught up in why you're thinking what you're thinking, or why you're feeling what you're feeling, just notice the feeling, notice the thought, and come back to your breath. And then bring your right hand to your low belly, right around your navel. Bring your left hand to your chest, right in front of your heart. And we'll take some diaphragmatic breathing here. So as you inhale, press your belly into your hand, let it expand. Your ribs widen as your lungs fill and your chest presses into your hand. As you exhale, your ribs narrow, your chest falls, your belly hollows, right? Both drawing away from your hands now. As you inhale, your belly expands, pressing into your hand, ribs widen, chest into hand. Exhale, chest falls, belly hollows. Continue this here on your own now. Consciously bringing your awareness to deepening and lengthening each inhale and each exhale. Take 3 more like this. One more inhale here. And exhale, let it go. And rest your hands back on your thighs here. If you have music that you want to play, you can press play now on my playlist called Expansion, or any music you want to play. And as you inhale, open your eyes, sweep your arms way overhead. Allow your palms to come to touch. And exhale, draw your hands to your heart. We'll just pause here for one moment, perhaps bringing to mind an intention or a dedication for your practice. Yeah, and as you inhale, sweep your arms wide and high, reaching up here, but pausing when your arms are sort of at a V versus coming all the way up. Right, then from here, let your shoulders fall down your back, start to lift your chest, arching your back, opening through your heart center. So we'll do a bunch of heart openers here, back bends, right? It's sort of like a natural antidepressant, we say sometimes in yoga, because it can bring joy, heart opening, okay? We'll also do some twists, some wringing out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, arms are going to wrap. Palms come to your shoulders. Draw your chin to your chest. And then you're rounding your back, sort of like you're going to cat, your elbows drop. Feel like this. You inhale, arms open wide, shoulders fall. Lift your heart, let your head drop back. As you exhale, opposite arm on top. Wrap like you're giving yourself a big hug. Palms wrap around your shoulders. Chin to chest, navel to spine round. A few more like this. Inhale, we open through the heart. Look up or back. Exhale, opposite arm on top. Hug yourself round. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we round. Right, we'll do one more with each arm, opposite arm on top. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open, moving through this cat-cow movement. Exhale, round. Now you'll inhale, open here, sweep your arms all the way overhead. Palms come to touch. Exhale, hands come to heart. Beautiful. Then we'll come forward to tabletop now. Sliding any props that you may have been using to the side. And wrists come right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. A little cat-cow movement here. Inhale, sits bones lift. Pull your heart forward, gaze follows, cow. Exhale, tuck your pelvis, round, draw your chin to your chest, cat. Little flow. Inhale, sits bones lift, heart forward, gaze follows. Exhale, tuck your pelvis, round, draw chin to chest. Let's take 3 more like this. Each inhale, you find cow, heart forward. Each exhale, you find cat, chin to chest. Right, allowing the rhythm of your breath to dictate the pace of your movement. The movement begins and ends in your pelvis, tucking and untucking. And after your final round here, come back to neutral table. Then we'll just start to make some hip circles. So they can be really small, right? Just moving your hips a little bit from side to side in this circular motion, or they can be really large. Toes can be untucked or tucked under, opening through the arches of your feet. We'll just take a few more in this direction and allowing your body to move in a way that feels organic, natural. Right? There's actually some beauty here in not being in a yoga studio, but being in your home, right? There's no self-consciousness, no one's watching you. Move in a way that feels good. And then switch the direction of that circle. As you do this, maybe open and close your mouth a few times. Hold a lot of tension in our jaw. At least I do. And then we'll come back to neutral table. Slide your palms a few inches forward. Then spread your fingers really wide. Press down through the root of each knuckle and the center of each palm. And imagine between each of your fingers you had equal pie slices or sweet pie or pizza, whatever you prefer, right? And then there's the same distance between all fingers. From here, lift your knees, move your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And then find a little movement here if it feels good. And of course, you can come right into a steady down dog or paddle out your dog, right? Walking your inner dog. Notice the sensation through your hamstrings. Maybe you pause on one side a little longer, take a few breaths before moving to the other side. Notice sensation in your shoulders. Keep widening your shoulder blades across your back. You externally rotate your upper arm bones. Then bring a slight bend to your knees and start to settle into a steady down dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. On an inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Really straightening your right leg as much as you can and extending through your right heel. Let your left heel drop towards the earth. There can be a bend in the knee. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw forward to plank. Draw your right knee to your chest. Pause. Then inhale, kick it all the way up and back. This time, as you exhale, draw your right knee towards your chest, but step your right foot all the way between your hands, bringing your fingertips to the earth or onto props, two pillows or two blocks. Okay, as you inhale, pull your heart forward, look forward, engaging the left quad, reaching skyward. As you exhale, lift your hips, straighten your right leg, fold over your right leg, your right hip moves back. Little flow here. Inhale, bend into your right knee, pull your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips, fold over the right leg. Once more, inhale, we bend, pull your heart forward. Exhale, lift, fold over your right leg. Inhale, bend back into your right knee. Exhale, lower your left knee, the top of your left foot. Press into the top of your back foot and then hug your inner thighs together, creating stability through the lower body. Then inhale, sweep your arms overhead, Anjalayasana. All right, and today let's bend at the elbows, grabbing opposite forearms. Yes, like so. Yeah, and so your pelvis is moving forward and down as your heart lifts forward and up. As you're doing this, you keep tucking your tail, right, between your legs, drawing your pubic bone towards your navel. So you're not just totally dropping into the back here. We're going to create a little more stability in the lower body. So inhale here. Lifting up through your forearms. So if I was in the room with you, I'd be coming around, lifting you up through your forearms. As you exhale, we'll side bend to the right. So feel the opening here to the left side body, through the top of your left thigh. Take a breath in. Side bend a little deeper. And inhale, we rise back up through center. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Use an inhale to glide forward to plank, top of a push-up. As you exhale, drop your knees, your chest, and your chin. Yeah, and then come all the way down onto the mat. Press to the tops of your feet. Let the pelvis lower. Palms are right underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, draw your shoulders up and back. Lift your chest and your head for low cobra. Keep pressing into the tops of your feet. Pulling your fingertips back towards your hips to pull your heart forward. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, rise through tabletop. Toes tuck under. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. On your next inhale, left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Right, and you're trying to straighten that left leg as much as you can. Extend through the left heel. There can be a bend in your right knee. Dropping your right heel towards the earth, into your calf, your Achilles. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, glide forward, knee comes into chest, pause and plank. Inhale, kick your left leg all the way up and back, extend. Then exhale, step your left foot all the way between your hands, and we're in our low lunge on the other side. So fingertips right under shoulders or on props. Engage your right quad, lifting up towards the sky. As you inhale, pull your heart forward, look forward. Exhale, lift your hips. Left hip moves back, fold over your left leg. Little flow. Inhale, then pull your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips and fold. Inhale, then pull your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips and fold. Inhale, bend last time into the left knee. Exhale, lower your right knee in the top of your right foot. Press into the top of your right foot into your left big toe mound. Hug your inner thighs together. Then we inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, bend at the elbows, the opposite form on top, so the one that feels a little weird. Let your pelvis move forward and down. Your knee doesn't go beyond your ankles, just step your foot forward if it does. Then tuck your tail between your legs. Draw your pubic bone towards your navel. Inhale, I'm lifting you up from your forearms. Get even longer through your spine. Exhale, we side bend to the left. Feel the opening along your right side body into the top of your right quad through your hip flexor. Relax your jaw. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Inhale, rise back up through center. Exhale, hinging forward at your hips, plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Use an inhale to glide forward to plank, top of a push-up. As you exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, and come all the way down to the mat, press into the tops of your feet. Palms under shoulders, shoulders move down your back, lift your heart, low cobra, maybe you come up a little higher this time. Keep sliding your palms back towards your hips, press into the tops of your feet. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, move through tabletop, hips move up and back, downward facing dog. One breath here, inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Then bending your knees, look forward, take several steps or hop to the top of your mat. Bringing your feet hip distance apart, which is about 2 fists between your inner arches. Bring a soft bend to your knees. And then bring your fingertips about 6 inches in front of you on the earth or on a prop, okay? So on an inhale, bend your knees to do this, to pull your heart forward, shoulders fall down the back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward into that space. Few more like this. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. If it's not working for your fingertips to be on the earth, they can slide up your legs, up your shins. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good, then we'll take ragdoll. So let your arms just hang here. They can drape. They can sway from side to side. You can take a bind, grabbing opposite elbows or biceps. Stay still or sway from side to side. I like to bend and straighten one leg at a time as I sway. Shifting your jaw from side to side, letting out any audible sounds on exhale. Maybe you even flutter your lips. It's called a horse breath on exhale. And then settle back into center. Release the arms. So you inhale, flat back, lengthen, halfway lift, just like we were doing. Exhale, arms sweep wide and high, reaching all the way overhead. Yeah, exhale, hands come to your heart. Sorry, the top of my head is cut off a little bit here. So we'll find mountain pose. Your shoulders fall down your back, palms to the front of the room. Rooting down through all 4 corners of your feet. Steady gaze or close your eyes. Just recalling here for a moment the intention or dedication that you set beginning of our practice. As we begin to flow and build a little heat as we vinyasa, know you can always modify your practice to meet you where you are. As you inhale, arms sweep overhead, wide and high, or straight up center line. Palms come to touch at the top. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward as you dive. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank, top of a push-up. As you exhale, lower knees, chest, chin as we were doing before. Or as your elbows hug in, you lower 2/3 of the way and pause. As you inhale, press into the tops of your feet, up dog. Thighs and knees off the mat, arms straight. Or low cobra. Exhale, hips move up and back, rolling over your toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. In, down dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Bend your knees, look forward. Take many steps or hop, top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward here. Inhale, root down, rise up, knees bend as your arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart. Again, like this. Inhale, arms sweep overhead, reach high. Exhale, dive, bend your knees as you fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float. If you're floating, you land in chaturanga 2/3 of the way down. Inhale, pull your heart forward, up dog or low cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Breathe. Steady gaze right between your toes. 1 more breath in, inhale. Exhale, clear it out. From the hollowing of your belly, bend your knees, look forward, step or float, top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward here. Right, from here, we're gonna toe heel our feet together. Toes touch, about a golf ball between your heels. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Okay, so again, you're tucking your tail slightly between your legs. Pubic bone draws towards navel. Sit a little bit deeper. Lift all 10 toes. Bring your weight into your heels. Lift your chest, elongating your spine. Wrap your pinkies towards one another. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward here. Beautiful work. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Any way you want to get to down dog, right? You can always skip the vinyasa. You can take child's pose. Right? Follow your breath. Honor your body. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Good. On an inhale, send your right leg high. 3-legged dog again. Exhale, step your right foot all the way between your hands. And we pause here in our lunge. As you inhale, let's bring both arms straight out in front of you. So lift your torso. So it's about parallel to the mat. Yeah. Arms alongside your ears. Move your right hip back. Engage your left quad. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, root down, rise up, strong through your legs, crescent lunge. Exhale here. Steady gaze, steady breath. Bring a little bit of a softness to that back knee. Take another breath in. And another breath out. Then we're going to inhale, hinge forward again. Right arm's going to stay straight out in front. Left arm's going to sweep straight back. Inhale here. As you exhale, you'll seal the outer edge of your left foot and rise up, Virabhadrasana 2. Right, so a graceful transition here. Outer edge of back foot is down on the mat, bending into right knee. Both hips face the left side of your mat. Beautiful, palms face down. Gaze over right middle finger, soften shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Okay, we'll get creative here. So as you inhale, straighten your right leg. Coming under the heel of your right foot, turn your right foot to the left edge of the mat. So we're in wide-legged, standing wide leg. Yeah, 5-pointed star. So as you inhale, begin to lift your arms, coming back to that V shape we took at the beginning. Soften your shoulders down your back, arch your back, lift your heart. As you exhale, arms wrap around your body, give yourself a hug, bend your knees, and drop your elbows, drop your head. Inhale, legs straighten, arms reach overhead, shoulders fall, lift your heart, find that little back bend, arching through the low back. Exhale, opposite arm on top, give yourself a hug, bend your knees, elbows drop, head follows. One more each side. Inhale, arms wide, soften shoulders, lift your heart. Exhale, wrap the opposite arm on top, give yourself a hug, bend your knees, fold. Last one, inhale, legs straight and arms reach wide and high, lift your heart. Exhale, opposite arm on top, give yourself that hug, knees bend, fold. Inhale, we rise back to 5-pointed star. Right heel is planted, toes lift, bend into the right knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Flip your right palm, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweep it all the way back. Reverse your warrior. Keeping the bend in your right knee, getting length through the right side body. Chin draws towards chest, extending from your right big toe out through your right fingertips. Long line of energy. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Inhale, we rise back to Vira 2. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Moving to Trikonasana here. So hips move back, reaching forward. Right fingertips come to your shin, ankle, or a block. Left hand to your low back. Tuck your sacrum towards your back heel. Open your left shoulder. Then extend your left arm. And this bottom arm is really light. It can be on a prop, resting on your shin, but not dropping into it. Right? Then you keep opening your chest. Keep opening the top hip. Maybe gaze moves up towards your left thumb. Maybe it stays down at your right big toe. Good. Option here to extend your left fingertips alongside your ear, reaching to the top of your mat. Again, getting into your left side body here. Few breaths here. If the left arm's overhead, inhale, straight back up. Exhale, we rise back up, bending into your right knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, right elbow comes to your right knee, left hand to your low back. Open your chest. Left arm straight overhead or alongside your ear, extended side angle. So other options here, your right hand can come down to a block, or you could rest, bring your right hand to your right ankle. Okay, a little bit deeper of a variation. You can also play with binds if that's in your practice. The left arm sweeps behind you, grabbing the thigh of your right leg. Right, full bind, right arm comes underneath, fingertips interlace, and you open like this. If you find yourself feeling very restricted and it's hard to breathe, maybe come out of that deeper variation. Right, or maybe your body just isn't wanting to go there today. Take one more breath wherever you are. Exhale, let it go. Releasing any binds if you took it. Then we're going to just lower the left hand from here. Frame your right foot, coming onto the ball of your back foot. We're in our low lunge. From here, inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, we'll step straight back to three-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Yeah, as you exhale, we'll stack our hips so the right leg opens. Then bend your right knee, drop your right heel towards your glute. And you'll either stay right here, this is a great option, or flip your dog, taking rock star. So you plant both feet, they turn to the back of the mat, you lift your hips and send your right arm towards the front of your mat. Hips lift up, 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 heart opens, arm extends. Take another breath in. And another breath out. Then mindfully unflipping here, right hand comes back to the mat, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, lower your right foot to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Bend your knees, look forward, step or float, top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward into that space. Inhale, root down, rise up, arms sweep overhead, reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart. Beautiful. Toe heel your feet together to touch again. We'll move through that flow, that sequence on the other side. Inhale, sit low, reach high. Utkatasana, chair pose. Hugging your knees together. Drop your seat a little bit lower. Inhale, lift your heart, extend your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa, any way to down dog, step or float. Right, moving through your vinyasa, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Up dog or low cobra. Exhale, hips up and back. On your next inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot all the way between your hands. Right, coming to fingertips, we're back in our low lunge. Right, from here, you're bringing your weight into your legs. Hug your inner thighs together. Sweep your arms alongside your ears, reaching straight forward. Right, you're in sort of that takeoff position. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Then we inhale, root down, rise up, torso lifts. Full crescent lunge, soften your shoulders. Steady gaze here. Take a few breaths to get your bearings, to find your breath, to notice what's happening in your mind. And then inhale, we reach a little higher. As you exhale, we're going to hinge forward again to that takeoff position. Left arm stays alongside your ears, right arm comes straight back. Then seal the outer edge of your right foot. We rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Yeah, I'm just going to trade directions here. Okay, so now you're bending into your left knee. Your right hip is opening up. Left knee tracks over the ankle. Arms parallel to the earth, gaze over left middle finger. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Lift the toes. You're on the heel of your left foot. Then turn to face the side, the long side of your mat. Yeah, I'm like mirroring you now. So no right and lefts. We find that opening through our chest again. Inhale, you lift your arms for that V, soften your shoulders, arch your back, lift your heart. Exhale, give yourself that hug, bend your knees and fold forward. Inhale, legs straighten, arms extend, open your heart. Exhale, opposite arm on top, give yourself that hug, bend your knees and fold forward. We'll do 2 more each side. So inhale, we open. Exhale, we hug and fold. Follow your breath. It might be different than mine. Last 2. After your last hug, inhale, arms come back wide, 5-pointed star. Lift your left toes, turn your toes to face the top of your mat, bend into your left knee. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Flip your left palm, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweep it all the way back. Reverse your warrior, bend into your left knee. From your left hip crease, you extend all the way up and out through your fingertips. Soft through the right hand. Another few breaths. Back of your neck long, chin to chest. Then inhale, we rise back up, straighten both legs. Exhale into Trikonasana triangle. Hips shift to the right. Fingertips move forward. Left hand comes to your shin, ankle or block. Right hand to your low back. Tuck your pelvis. Navel, or rather pubic bone to navel. Open your chest, drop your right shoulder. Then extend your right arm overhead. This left arm is soft. It can even float, engaging your core a bit here. Keep your right fingertips and arm extended or reach them up toward the top of your mat. And from here, a long line of energy firmly root down through the outer edge of your right foot as you extend all the way out through your right fingertips. Keep opening your chest. Keep spiraling it skyward. Another breath in. Another breath out. Inhale, right arm extends overhead, lifts you all the way back up. Exhale, bend back into your left knee, extended side angle. Left elbow comes to your left knee, palm faces up. Right arm up towards the sky or alongside your ear. Again, reaching towards the top of your mat. So stay right here. This is a beautiful place to be. Right or left arm can come down to a block, a prop, or to your ankle, holding right onto your ankle. And you could play with binds here. Right arm can come around, grabbing the opposite, the left leg. Okay, keep opening your chest or a full bind. Left fingertips come underneath your leg and you open. A few more breaths. And taking the variation that your body actually is craving or needing today, not where your mind thinks you should go. One more breath. Let it go. If you're in a bind, right arm comes back overhead. Then we exhale, pivot both fingertips down to the mat. We're framing the left foot here. Good. Inhale, pull your heart forward, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands and send your left leg straight up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, stack your hips. So open the left hip up, up, up. Then bend your left knee, roll out your ankle. And again, stay right here. Or if you'd like to flip your dog, left foot comes to the mat, right foot follows, both facing the back of your mat. Lift your hips up, up, up. Reach your left arm forward. Rock star. A few breaths here. Right, really busting out through the front body. One more breath. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, unflip your dog, left leg high. Good. Exhale, lower left foot to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Right, from here, let's lower our knees down to the mat, knees wide, toes touch. Drop your hips to your heels. Vinyasa, child's pose. Arms can reach out in front of you, resting your forehead on the mat. Right, arms can also come alongside your body or hold onto your heels. Or to open through your shoulders, walk your elbows forward. Palms come to touch, thumbs rest behind the base of your skull. Few more breaths here. Bringing palms back to the mat. Use an inhale to rise all the way up through table. All right, and then make your way all the way down to your belly here. Right, and bring your legs and feet together, tops of the feet down. Bring your arms alongside your body. And from here, if you can, interlace your fingers at your low back. This hurts your shoulders a lot. You can bring your arms alongside your body, palms face one another. And bring your chin or your forehead to the earth. And then on an inhale, keep your forehead down. Begin to move your shoulder blades towards your spine and then reach your knuckles towards your feet. So your arms are lifted, your chest is off the mat. Press into the tops of your feet, then inhale, just lift your head. Good, exhale here. Then inhale, lift your feet, maybe your knees and your quads. Vinyasa, locust pose. Again, another back bend here. Take another breath in, pulse up a little higher. Exhale, lower all the way down, release the bind. Bring one ear down to the earth, rock your hips from side to side. We'll take one more like this. So bring your chin or forehead back to the mat. Interlace your fingers again, the opposite thumb on top. Okay. And then from here, again, forehead's gonna stay down. Press into the tops of your feet. Begin to lift your chest, straighten your arms, knuckles reach towards your feet. Then lift your head, inhale. Then lift your feet, knees, and legs. Okay, so either stay right here in Shalabhasana, second round, or bend your knees, reach back for your ankles, and kick your feet up towards the sky, your shins to the back of the room for bow pose. Few breaths here. Last one, inhale, kick a little higher. Exhale, gently lower down, opposite ear to the mat. Rock your hips from side to side. Right, or bend at the knees, windshield wiper your feet from side to side. Yeah, and forehead or chin come back to the earth, legs long. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. And let's press into the tops of the feet. Straighten your arms, lift your chest, and we'll come all the way up to begin with the knees and thighs on the mat for what we call a lazy up dog. So shoulders move down the spine, down your back, yeah. Pull your heart forward, really pressing into your arms, which is a slight bend to your elbows. Stay right here or press into the tops of your feet, knees and thighs come off the mat. Up dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your hips, move them up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Bend your knees, look forward, step or float, top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe there's more space here now. We'll pause here and take your hands and bring them to the back sides of your ankles. And bring a soft bend in your knees so your chest is connected to your thighs. And then move your knees into your armpits. Okay? And then from here, as you inhale, drop your hips back, pull your heart forward, look forward. As you exhale, lift your hips and fold. See if you can keep that connection of your knees to your armpits. Exhale, drop your hip, or inhale, drop hips, pull heart forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Once more like this. Inhale, drop your hips, pull your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips, fold and hold here. Let your head go, your neck, your jaw. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And release your ankles, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And bend your knees even deeper. Draw your chin to your chest. We'll take a ragdoll roll up here. So one vertebra at a time. Slowly begin to peel your spine up. Drawing your head, neck, and shoulders up left. And landing at the top, shoulders move down your back. Palms to the front of your mat. Crown of head lifts, close your eyes or steady gaze. And notice here the difference between this Tadasana, this mountain pose, and the first that we took. Notice the space through your upper chest, through your upper back, through the tops of your thighs, through your hips. Rooting down through all four corners of your feet. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Okay. So we did a lot of hamstring work there in our lunges and stuff. So we'll get the top of our thigh now. So let's shift weight into your left foot. Bend your right knee and grab your right foot. Okay, so holding your right foot. Hug your knees together and start to draw your right heel towards your glute. Right, option if it's available, your left hand can come back as well. Okay, and you'll hold your foot with both hands. Yeah, or just one, right? Both works great. Knees keep hugging together. Soften both shoulders. Breathing space here into the top of your right quad. One more breath here. And let it go. Right, gently releasing your foot. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and release your fingers. Bring it right over on your shin, and then just roll out your ankle here. Both ways. Good. Then from here, your left hand will stay on your knee. Your right hand will come to your low back. Okay, so you'll stay right here, beginning to open your right shoulder to the side of the room, finding a twist here. Your right hip keeps dropping down. Good. So stay here, or you could bring your hand, your left hand to the pinky toe side of your left foot and extend your leg. Let me come to a different angle here. So you're either like this, can extend the right arm, right? Or your left hand comes to the pinky toe side, you extend your right leg. Yeah. So a little balance here, also a little twist. Getting into our low back, maybe gaze comes to the side of the room, maybe gazing towards your right fingers. Keep dropping your right hip. Take another breath in. And a breath out. And we'll come back through the center, bending the right knee, hug your knee to your chest. And exhale, lower your right foot to meet the left. Just take some hip circles here. Right, releasing anything. Good. And we'll take the other side. So shift your weight into your right foot now. And bend your left knee and grab a hold of the top of your left foot. Knees hug together. And you start to draw your left heel towards your glute. Like you were kicking your butt. All right, option to bring the right arm around. Both hands hold the foot. Soften your shoulders. Steady gaze. Notice if your right hip is popping out to the side, draw it in towards the midline. Knees hug together. A few breaths here, breathing in through top of your quad. Up through your hip flexor. Good. Then gently release your foot. Draw your left knee in towards your chest and release your fingers in the front of your shin. Then flex your foot, roll it out, both directions. And then your right hand stays right in front of your shin. The left hand comes to your low back now. And you start to twist your chest open. Left shoulder moves back. Chest moves to the side of the room. Left arm extends. Right, staying right here. Keep dropping your left hip. See, mine was lifted. Yeah. Right, or grab the pinky toe side of your left foot and straighten your left leg. Right, gazing to the side of the room. Right, over towards your left fingers. And really play with your balance here. The worst that happens is you fall out and then you come back in. Right, you get to practice non-judgment. Notice if you criticize yourself, right? Then meet yourself with kindness and come right back. Take one more breath, expanding in opposite directions. And exhale, bend your left knee if it's straight. Both fingertips come to the top of your shin. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, lower the left foot to meet the right, Tadasana. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms sweep overhead, reach high. Exhale, bend your knees as you fold, moving through a vinyasa. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, any way to down dog, however you want to get there, step or float. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips up and back. Just one breath here. Inhale to fill. Exhale, let it go. And drop your knees to the mat. Keep your toes tucked under. Walk your hands back to your knees and lift up. We're going to take one more heart opener, one more back bend. Camel pose. So your toes will be tucked under. Then your hands either come to your low back, fingertips facing up. If that's too much on your shoulders, right, fingertips can face down, right? So you know what to do here for your wrists. It's actually more your wrists than your shoulders. So in this pose, right, sometimes people drop their hips back and then lift and have this arch. So your hands are here to continuously push your hips forward, right? Then from there, shoulders fall and you lift your heart. Your gaze, or rather your chin, can stay drawn towards your chest. If it feels okay, you can start to drop your head back, opening through your throat chakra. Okay, and stay right here. Or if it doesn't hurt your low back at all, you can walk your left hand to your left heel, your right hand to your right heel. Keep drawing your hips forward, 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 lifting your heart up, up, up. Ah, camel pose. Few breaths here. And to come out of the shape, hands come back to your low back. Draw your chin to your chest. Then we inhale, rise up. Good, we exhale, untuck your toes, sit on your heels, knees together, and fold forward here for child's pose. Bringing your arms right alongside your body if that feels okay, seat pose, right? Or you can reach your arms out in front of you. Take a few breaths. Maybe rock your hips from side to side, massage your forehead, your third eye. And as you're ready, we'll use an inhale to rise back up to Hero's pose, right where we began. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, clear it out. And then we'll sit off to one side and scoot up towards the top of your mat, plant your feet. And you're gonna make your way all the way down onto your back, however you wanna do it, right? If you wanna make it slow, adding a little core here, maybe you pause and have a little pulse as you do it, right? Or come all the way down onto your back. Right, take the next breath or two to get there. We'll just take constructive rest here for a moment. So bring your feet out to the edges of your mat, let your knees fall in. If you'd like to, you can reach your arms overhead, opening through your lungs. You could interlace your fingers, bring it underneath your head, elbows wide, or rest your hands on your belly and your heart. Just take a moment here to notice as we shift gears, as we come closer to the earth and begin to wind down our practice. And then hands come back, they're behind your head. And from here, walk your ankles back so they're under your knees. Yeah. And interlace your fingers behind your right knee, your hamstring, and straighten your right leg. Okay, the left foot can stay planted or send your leg out long. Okay, and rather than thinking of this as a really intense hamstring stretch, rather we're trying to extend the leg. Okay, so if I were in the room with you and I was going to assist you, I'd come and press onto your heel down to the earth. So your heel is pressing down, your right hip is lowering. So we're stabilizing the low back here. And if you'd like to, you can point and flex or roll out your ankle. And then come back to center again. Imagine your heel is being pressed down, your right hip lowers, stabilizing the low back. Take a breath in. And a breath out to bend your knee. Plant your left foot now and cross your right ankle right over your left knee. Or supine pigeon or supine figure four. So right arm comes between your legs, the left arm wraps around. And you can grab behind your knee, your hamstring, or the front of your knee, your shin. Right, and as you're here, as you inhale, you draw your left knee, your left leg in towards your body. As you exhale, you move your right knee away from your body. Soften your shoulders and breathe. And sending love, giving attention to our hips. A few more breaths here. I know if you want to stay longer, you can. Then use an exhale to release your hands from your shin. You'll cross your right leg over the left. If you can let your feet float, or you can take a bind. Okay? You're going to scoot your hips over to the right and then let your knees fall to the left for a supine twist. Right arm extends out to the right side, your right shoulder falls, right arms fall wherever's comfortable. Let your upper body relax, right? Let your lower body relax as you receive this unwinding of your spine. A few breaths here. And on your next inhale, come back through the center. Unwind your legs, bring your pelvis back to center. Both feet plant. Beautiful. Hands come underneath your left knee, your left hamstring. Extend your left leg up now. The right foot can stay planted or extend it out long on your mat. Same thing here. Imagine I'm coming down, pressing into your left heel, drawing your left hip down into the earth. You could roll out your ankle, both directions. And come back to center one more time. Draw that heel down, left hip lowers. Then plant your right foot, cross your left knee onto your left ankle rather, onto your right knee. And then we thread. Left arm comes between, right arm wraps around, come right behind your knee to your hamstring, or around to the front of your shin. As you inhale, draw your right knee in towards your chest. As you exhale, draw your left knee away. Breathing here into your hips. Soften your jaw, your shoulders, your head, your neck. And if you'd like to stay here longer, please do. And on your next exhale, lower your right leg. You'll cross your left knee over your right now and lift your hips up, scoot them to the left. Let legs float or take a bind and let your knees fall to the right as you open through your left arm. Supine twist, other side. Right, letting the upper body get heavy, letting the lower body get heavy. Using any support here, props under your left shoulder, under your knees. Another breath in. Another breath out. Breath in. And breath out. And unwinding your legs, come back through to center. Inhale. Pelvis back to center. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest, giving yourself a final squeeze here. Hugging knees into your chest, or take a happy baby. Knees come wide, grab the outsides of your feet. Knees draw towards the earth. Stay still or rock from side to side. And then prepare for a final rest here, sending your legs out long on the mat. Bring your feet wide, let your ankles fall open, arms wide, armpits have room to breathe. Adding any layers here. Right, if you have a blanket, you could put it over your body. And you could put a pillow under your knees to support your low back. And let's together take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up. And open up your mouth, exhale, let it all go. So nothing left for you to do here. Your work is done. And you're welcome to leave the music on, or you can pause it, taking in the silence or whatever sounds are in your space. Let go of any final need to control, whether it be your breath or what's happening in this moment, what the people around you in your home or animals around you are doing. But rather take the support of the earth beneath you, just as you were hugging yourself many times in our practice today. And allow the earth to hug you, to hold you, to support you. As you let go here, as you surrender completely, integrating the beautiful benefits of your practice into body, mind, and spirit, soul, by taking rest. You integrate here in Shavasana. If you have more space in your day here and you'd like to stay a little bit longer in Shavasana, you're welcome to. If you're ready to reawaken, allow your breath to deepen. Invite some gentle movement back into your body, wiggle toes, fingers, maybe reaching arms overhead, right? Whatever feels good here, a little movement. And then draw your knees into your chest and roll to one side. Take a breath or two here. And then press up to our final seat. Sit tall. You can prop your hips up on something. Just let your eyes close. Notice here the effects of your practice. The prana, the life force energy moving within you. Your breath. Your state of being. And then draw your hands to your heart space, Anjali Mudra, palm to palm in front of heart center, and call on your intention or dedication. And we invite this mantra that reminds us to have appreciation for all that we have, taking it with us into our day, Repeating in your mind, I am blessed. I am grateful. I live in abundance. And together we draw a deep breath in through the nose, filling up. Open your mouth, exhale, let it all go. And bowing your head to your heart. May your practice be a means of inner listening and becoming. Together we say, Namaste. Namaste to each of you. Thank you for being here. Have a really beautiful day.